start it up. See if that works. I am here. YouTube, fuck that up. I'm here, YouTube. Sorry about that. Kick. Make sure we're kicking on kick. We are. Kick live. Hello, hello, kick. Hello, hello, YouTube. A bit of a shit show this morning. We're still getting caught up. It happens. It happens. Right? The good news is we're here. Better late than never. We're putting Humpty Dumpty back together again. 329. See. How's everybody's stock trading day going? You selling into this rally? You should be. You should be scaling out. GDP. Final Q4 GDP read today. What other data came out today? Do we have any other data? What other data came out today? Anything important? Let's see. Had some inflation data out of Europe. Let's see. Oh yeah, GDP, PCE prices, unemployment. Oh, we got the 4-week and 8-week bill auctions. Those be interesting. We got Yellen speaking. Nice. And then we got Chinese PMIs tonight. It's gonna be all right. CNY PMIs tonight. That's fun. Let's see. Woo, doggy. All right. Here we go. Do I know GOEV? I've heard of them, but that's about as much as I know about them. It's like another EV company, isn't it? We don't have enough of those. All right. I need some music. Fire up some Pandora in the background here. It's too quiet. I need sound. All right. Let's go. All right. I've got my display set up. I do need to fire up the trading. Let's fire up the trading laptop or the trading setup. or I shouldn't, it's not the trading, it's what stock I am trading. Is this playing? Is my music playing? And why isn't it? Doesn't appear to be, not yet. All right. 1 second here, guys. I've got to log into all 10,000 of my Thinkorswims. I complicated matters a little bit this morning. I'm wiser for it, though. That's for sure. Definitely wiser for it. All right. All right, markets doing what they're doing. I need to. Why the hell isn't this music playing? Like, do I just need to restart? All right, give me 1 second, guys. For fuck's sake. Anything else gonna happen today? Go wrong. Bluetooth on. All right. I hear sounds.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money
Here we go.
talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money,
Dollar, dollar.
Markets. Any dings? All right, let's do some. Let's go through some of these smaller positions now that we're caught up on the larger ones. How's everybody doing? Morning's going well. I'm playing a mean game of catch up though. I had to meet with my tax accountant this morning. And so I unfortunately was late getting here, and then when I got here, I realized I effed up. And so I had to reset a bunch of my screens here. That's what I'm doing now. I'm rebuilding my layouts. Probably should just waited. Probably shouldn't have gone online. For fuck's sake. Super pissed, man. All right, I need this. What are my thoughts on SPY? It goes up and down and to the right. It's an ETF of the S&P 500. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. Not in that particular order. I own a lot. Give me 1 second. I just got to hook up my sound. Fuck! Two gap days in a row. I'm not a historian when it comes to gap up and gaps down, but yeah, I'm pretty I feel like I can confidently say it's happened before. I mean, it happens, right? I would say it's happened a lot. Still can't connect to it. So markets usually gap up, gap down, and then we wait to see if it corrects, right? Because while US markets are open or closed, while US markets are closed, other markets trade. Asian markets trade. Eurasian markets trade. Europe trades. Right? So all those markets and whatever affects them will affect our markets. And so that's why we gap up and gap down. This is Jay. I'm good. How can I help you? Okay. Great. What are the requirements? Okay. I have experience with AWS and Terraform. Well, I'd prefer permanent, full time, but depending on the job, the duties and requirements, you know, if I will be leading a team or just, you know, a hands-on individual contributor depends on my rate. Okay. All right. Okay. Give me 1 second. I don't care if I'm not muted. It's fine. Okay. Let's go ahead and send me the job requirements and that's fine. 70 is fine. Okay. No, that's in line as well. Will do. And do you want me to send another copy of my resume? Okay, I'll have it done within the next 10 minutes. Okay, thank you, Ashad. Bye now. Fuck, yeah, I didn't care. It's a recruiter. It's a recruiter calling me about a job. You guys want to hear how I handle it? That's fine. If you don't, you can mute me. Like, I'm not going to give away any personal information. I actually consider it, like good practice. Like, I want to be conscious of what I'm saying. And so if there's anything important going on, what was the job? DevOps. A DevOps role, an SRE with Terraform and AWS experience. That's all he told me. Why can I not connect Bluetooth to the device I want to connect to? Maybe I gotta get closer to it. I'm back. All right. Would you do contract work or full-time employment for the company? It would be a temp to perm was the opportunity, which I prefer, right? They get to try me out. I get to try them out. I make, you know, a decent rate. W-2. This one was coming in at 70, which is kind of low, but at the same time, it's pretty good. 70 an hour. Don't recruiters usually have back-end deals where they collect a portion of your hourly salary for the duration of the Yeah. Yeah, that's generally the way it works. They're probably going to get 80 to 100, maybe a 8. Yeah, they're probably going to get 80 to $100 from me, which is fine. I mean, they got to make money too. Like, I used to be a recruiter, so I mean, I kind of know the ins and outs of how it works. A long time ago. The problem with working with companies, working with a recruiter, is that the company's, again, paying for you, right? And so they're a little bit more picky when it comes to like what you know, what you don't know. And so like I feel like they just feel like they got to test the candidate, the employee, the potential employee more, and that's just a pain in the ass. Like I don't have time to prove to a bunch of strangers my worth. Like, so it kind of rubs me the wrong way a little bit. Like, my general answer is, or my general approach when I'm talking to these people is, I've been doing it for 20 years. I have a brain. If I don't know something, I can learn it. So stop dicking around with trying to stump me on something. Like, that's the frustrating part for me. Like, oh, he doesn't know blah blah blah, or he's kind of weak in setting up network security groups in Terraform. He might not be the best fit for us. And I'm not jumping through like 30 hoops to get a job. Like, you get 2, maybe 3 interviews with me. Other than that, I'm done. I'm not wasting my time while you guys wring your hands and decide if I'm a right fit. I don't like indecision. I hate indecision. Let me update this, reload. All right. I'm still getting caught up, boys. I made things a little bit more difficult for me this morning. Job responsibilities. Apply to this position. Confirming hire of 2. Like, I'm not 90% chance I'm not going to hear back from this guy. Like, these guys are really just, I call them spaghetti throwers. Like, they run completely on volume, right? The more people they find that match the job requirements, the higher the chances that one of them's going to stick. They're just throwing spaghetti against the wall and meeting and seeing what sticks. Meeting went well. Like, honestly, when I go down and talk to my tax guy, it's more just, hey, how have you been? What's going on the last year? I usually have more questions for him than he has for me. Like, he gets my paperwork, he starts putting it in his PC, and then he's like I drop off the information. He runs through his checklist of questions, make sure he's got everything. And then when he's done with them, he calls me up, tells me how much I owe or how much I'm getting back, and when can I come down to pick it up? Or maybe he emails me or calls me and says, I need this, I need that. So it's pretty standard. Like, there's nothing really tricky in there. I like meeting with him because he used to be like the COO or the big shot. Like, he was like the big time accountant for a bank. He used to be just a community bank. And And so I just like picking his brain about banking stuff. Yeah. Probably one of those two. And it was a small bank. I think he said they were, when we were talking to him, he said they only had like $45 million in assets. Like it wasn't a huge bank. It was a small community bank. But after the financial crisis, like the regulators kind of came in, and this happened to a lot of banks. A lot of they just really made it to be, it made it much more difficult to be a small bank after the great financial crisis, just because of the regulations and the oversight. And so a lot of smaller community banks, they either had to run their business more like commercial banks, or they just had to shut it down. And so his company just merged with another bank, and he, took the golden parachute. I like to joke with him. He said it wasn't much of a golden parachute, but he took the parachute, and he was older anyway. Like he's in his 70s, and he's just doing, and then he had enough saved up probably to retire, and now he just makes money on the side helping people do their taxes. Yeah. He's cool, man. Yeah, and he says he does it like, I'm like, when are you going to quit this, dude? Like, he's like, I love it. He's like, I like doing it. He's like, it's easy. I got this software that does most of the work for me. I get to meet people. It keeps my brain active. And he's like, most of the year I'm, doing what I like to do, and then like this time of year, like and he doesn't mind it because it's during the cold. Like he's gonna be inside anyway. Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah, he's awesome. I like him a lot. I wish he was a little bit more up to speed on like the crypto stuff, but he won't touch it. I understand. All right. What do I got to do? I still got to go through. I still got to go through my alerts. So one of the things I effed up was that since I logged into my Thinkorswim down there, like while I was down there, I was logging into Thinkorswim. I had no idea it was going to log me out of all my sessions here. So when I got back, all my sessions were logged out. And when you try to log back into your sessions, like it literally shuts everything down. Thinkorswim shuts down the whole setup. And so anybody that knows me knows that I use Thinkorswim, multiple versions of Thinkorswim. Like I've got to move windows around, and it's just like Thinkorswim doesn't really support multiple desktops, which I use thoroughly. And so I was just like, I basically had to rebuild everything from the ground up, which is about a 30-minute process. It's a pain in my ass, man. But you know what? Such is life, Jay. Suck it up, right? That's what I tell everybody else. Suck it up. So I'm telling myself, suck it up, Jay. I would be so happy to be able to switch my accounts to TradingView. I do all my analysis on it and trade on Schwab since it has my IRA. And I feel like TradingView is a resource hog. Like if you've ever looked at TradingView from a resource allocation perspective, because it's all web, it's just, you need to have some horsepower on your machine if you want to be running too many like windows and stuff. They have a desktop app and they have improved it. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of things I do like about TradingView. Qualcomm is moving higher. Let me start from the most recent alerts and should be able to restore my window. History, restore session. All right, so Qualcomm telling me to sell some Qualcomm. I have to assume, assuming that microchip stocks, or what do they call them, semis, are having a good day. That's nice to see. Buying this back. I put an order in to roll a SPY call that I have expiring in 7 days. Delta's getting up there. I take care of Qualcomm here. Sell a piece as long as that data is still accurate. Last sale was 310. Is that what I got? Yes. Let's sell a little Qualcomm here. Louis Vuitton hitting a new all-time high. Sold that Qualcomm for 128.07, by the way. Those three. All right, we will buy more at 121.15, or we'll buy it back at 121.15, and we'll sell the next piece at 134.99. Just got an alert for silver, SLV, 5% above two pieces I bought in my Roth IRA. $22.09. All right, I'm not selling it there. It's an old alert. Go back to Louis Vuitton. I'm just going to hit them as I go while I catch up here. So damn clean in other platforms. Let me show you. One moment. Here's an example I'm looking at for a specific stock. I mean, I've used TradingView before. I just don't like the fact that I have to pay for it when I've got something for free. Like it's like I don't see the value in it. I can do most of what I can do now. And Thinkorswim. So yeah, it's like I can't use, like, it's not like having multiple charts up with different time frames. Like, it's just a pain in the butt. Like right now I'm looking at silver. By the way, I just sold that TQQQ at 2708. Like, I'm looking at silver on a weekly, the daily, and the 5-minute chart. Like, you just can't. And not only that, but they're just always spamming you with that stupid, hey, you should try buying it. You should try buying this software. It's only this such and such amount. Save 20%. Blah, blah, blah. Eat a dick. Like, I'm not buying it. Right? It's like YouTube asking me to subscribe to YouTube Plus or whatever the hell it is. YouTube TV every fucking day. Like 10 times. All right, let me mark up my TQQQ. I'll buy more TQQ. I'll buy that piece back at 25.72. And I'll sell the next piece at 28.44. This is the piece I just sold. Piece I bought at 24.43, right? Yep. Yep, that's the piece I just sold. So let's get rid of this one. 2060. Which 2060? That's 5% below the piece I bought before that. Very nice. Alrighty. Good stuff, man. TQQQ, man. It moves. I like it. Alright. Silver, Qualcomm, Louis Vuitton. I don't have to worry about Amazon. Let's see if there's still time to sell some Amazon. That is on Stash. Let me log in the Stash. I'll take a look at Amazon. It looks like it's pulled back a little. I missed it. Let's see. Above 102.97. Yeah, we'll reset that alert. Man. All right, we'll create that alert at above 102.97. Moving on. Amazon, GE Healthcare, already took care of, can't sell it. Can't sell until 84.81. I cannot get a pullback on GE Healthcare. It's like ridiculous. GE Healthcare taking off again. I'm not selling it. I've only got 2 pieces left. All right. So GE Healthcare done. TQQ done. NSC done. How much did I sell that for? NSC. $208. $210.49 is what I sold it at. We get to sell the next piece at $221.19, and we'll buy it back at $168.22 because it was a 5-piece that I bought last time. Give me 1 second, guys. This is Jay. Good. How can I help you today? I did. If I spoke with him, he sent the job rec, and I followed up with my rate and my resume. I mean, a lot of it's going to depend exactly on how these what kind of a role I'm going to fill. They're usually kind of broad, right? They kind of list out what you're going to be doing. I don't think there's anything that looks too challenging there. But I have a brain, right? If something if something is a little bit challenging, and I have access to the internet, and access to, resources, where I can, do some homework as it were, I don't think I'm going to have a problem with any of the. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Seems as though this job is moving along faster than I thought it would. So I just had a second interview. Well, first interview. I really don't consider the, hey, are you looking for work still? And what's your rate? An interview, but I guess it depends on who I'm talking to. All right, what did I miss while I was gone? Silver I already took care of. Stash, Amazon, NSC, ULTA, or NSC, yeah, ULTA. ULTA. How's ULTA doing now? Left. Stock, ULTA. How are we doing there? It's fallen back again. It's the second time I've done that. Tech. You are cannot. Why? Thank you for reaching on time. It's time. Only entertaining. No goals. Please. Again, for your consideration. Busy. Go. Please tell us about your experience. I'm not interested. Going on a fucking survey. All right, ULTA. I missed it. Of course I did. Market's still kind of having a trouble getting over this hump, huh? It's like we pop up on news out of Europe or news out of Asia, and then like there's a bunch of inventory ready to sell at that level, and it just takes a while to churn through it. I would say that the move today is a little different than the move yesterday in that you're seeing the breakdown occur in breadth and AD and ticks even. Like it seems a little bit more pronounced today. And so more sideways to down. I feel like there might be a better chance of them filling this gap today. But we'll have to wait and see. Nothing's guaranteed, right? ULTA. Foot Locker. I'm looking at Foot Locker now. I got an alert for Foot Locker. It was 5% above the last time I bought it. So, but it was the second piece I bought. So I'm going to do a cost basis analysis now. For 85. 44.85 is where I will sell my piece, my first piece, the first of the two pieces of Foot Locker. I remember when Foot Locker announced a massive share repurchase program a few quarters ago. It's checked, and they have more shares outstanding than when they announced that. There you go. There you go. That's how they are sneaky sometimes about that sort of thing. They're like, "Oh, we're going to buy a bunch of shares back." But don't pay attention to how many shares are already outstanding, because we're going to give a bunch more out. They never told us that what they were going to do with those shares. They're going to give them out. Senior management, man. That's how they make their money. Good catch. Oh, all right. Foot Locker. Let's see. I did get an alert from Microchip earlier this morning for a price above 82.47. What the hell? 1, 2. Oh, really? That's interesting. All right, all right, all right. So let's see here. What was the last time? All right, so I've only bought, according to my notes, I'm going to double check them. I have only bought Microchip once since last selling it. I sold it on the 3rd of February. Oh, I actually bought some on the 27th. So I bought some on, and then I bought some on the 10th, and now I've bought some on the 27th, so, of March. I just haven't gotten it loaded into the spreadsheet, so I'm going to do that now. And then I'm going to do a cost basis on that as well. 78.17 was my buy. 73 minus. All right, cost basis on that two piece plus the last sale, $82.63. 5% above that, 86.77 if I round up. So got a ways to go on Microchip. I'll set the alert. Cost basis with the properly sized buffer, we'll sell at 87.18. Is that what? Did I not use the? Oh, I didn't put the buffer in. That's why I was like, what? 87.18 is where we sell on Microchip. IWM, we sold some IWM this morning. We will buy the piece we sold today back at 168.10. And we'll look at when it's time to sell the next piece at 185.80. It's IWM. Let me update the dates. Wednesday, March 29th. Tomorrow is Friday, March 31st. The last day of the quarter. UTS. No, I did not sell UTS. TQQQ. IWM. MPW. So. Shit. Yeah. I'm going to mark up where I bought and sold my MPW this morning. I sold a piece of MPW at $8.20. I'll sell the next piece at $8.61, and I'll buy the piece I sold back at $7 and what is it? $7.78. I can get rid of $7.41 now, because that's 5% below where I bought it. I don't care about that price anymore. All right. MTB. I'm looking at MTB. I got an alert that it was 5% above where I last bought it. My cost basis on my entire purchase since I started buying them on this move down is higher than 20% above the last piece I bought. So I don't get rid of the first piece until 140.21, which is 20% above. 116.84. And banks look like they're rolling over here a little. Interesting. I got an alert for Apple earlier this morning to sell some at, I don't think this is accurate. Let me I need to look at my the last time I sold some Apple. It looks like on the 23rd. Sold it for $161.45. So I'm not selling it here. That's an old alert. That is an old alert. Something I definitely need to get better at is getting rid of old alerts. I try to, but sometimes I'm just moving so fast. Alrighty, 161.45. My SPY position just rolled, which is nice. Report McMoran. Go, baby, go. Very nice. That's kind of interesting. All right. Moving along. Moving along. Apple, Netflix. I got an alert for Netflix earlier. It was above 341.34. I missed that. We'll try to get it next time. I decided to short the NASDAQ 100 to edge my positions. There you go. I mean, you do have some poor structure below us. There's only so much 100 stocks can push all markets higher before it breaks down too. So let's just hope when the breakdown in the NASDAQ 100 occurs, it rotates into stocks that aren't moving up as much, as opposed to people just selling the NASDAQ 100 and going in the cash. That's all you can really hope for. But I think someone was pointing out yesterday, breadth, like overall market breadth compared to like the NASDAQ 100 is Ridiculous. I got an alert for Square this morning when it was above 68.69. I missed it. So we'll wait. We'll wait to see if it gets back above there. I don't know what edging the position is. Is that like, does that mean to like add to it? Or is that like the, oh, you know what? Hedge? Hedge. You probably meant hedge. I was like, what's edging a position? I was like, what's this edging? I want to know how to do it. I want to know what it is. I got an alert to sell, or that my DVY was 5% higher than last time I bought it. $122.68 is where I get to sell my first piece of DVY. RLJ. I got an alert for RLJ. Being 5% above where I last bought it. I know for a fact that I've bought a lot of RLJ on this move down. And so there's no way in hell it's near time to sell some. Sunberg Matt. Let me I gotta take this call, guys. This is Jay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you for giving me a call. Give me 1 second here. Let me. I'm surprised that this is moving as quickly as it is. Usually I talk to these guys and
I love you.
I'm back. What I miss? Markets continue to slip. Nasdaq's hanging in there though. Nasdaq 100. Flip flopper. Seasonal tailwinds. Bear summit. It doesn't help that the people that short markets are so fickle. Like I feel like I really do feel like this move higher has been largely just shorts covering. So, I mean, it could go on for a while. It could. I don't think anything's changed, though. I think everything he said the last time you sent me the update, and you can share it here if you want. I don't care. What was I going to do? What did I want to look at? Oh, I know what I wanted to look at. I wanted to look at the chart. I wanted to look at this again. I mean, Nasdaq is now above its February high, but the rut's nowhere near it. Like, if anything, the rut's broken down. I don't think you're going to see any. You're not going to get any follow through in any moves higher if the rut's like barely moving. Like, I just don't think, I don't think enough companies are participating in the rally for the rally to last. Dude, we post disclaimers here all the time. Anytime you post something, you just throw the disclaimer tag in there. That's free to anybody. Like, you don't even have to be a mod. Anybody wants to say something and then throw up the disclaimer, that's fine. Oh, I also wanted to look at interest rates. I mean, you still got the long end of the treasury curve moving lower. And now you've got the 2-year 10-year spread widening out again. Or inverting more. Like, everybody wants to say, all clear. Like, good luck at your own peril. Thanks for stopping by the way. Hope you're having a good day, good morning. It's been hectic. I've been on the phone now 3 times for one job. It's moving fast. Energy credits and energy debits. All right. All right. Let's see. Where was I? Oh, I was warming up my lunch. Let me go get it. I ate the first part of it. I gotta go get the second part. Your device was scanned as an in-transit to our warranty department. Once received, we will send confirmation by email. Nice. God, I dropped it off a freaking week ago. Thanks, UPS, for freaking... taking so long. All right. How's the dollar looking today? Dollar a little weaker. That's going to be a nice tailwind for stocks. I was going to look at RLJ. I was looking at RLJ. Let me find it. This just takes too long, dude. All right, I'm going to go get part 2 of my lunch. I'll be right back. I got 3 parts of lunch today. Be right back. 1. Part 2 devoured. Now part 3 is defrosting. All right, RLJ. Let's. RLJ Lodging Trust. Last bought some on the 23rd. I have now bought 6 pieces of RLJ Lodging Trust. Cost basis is $11.05. $11.05 plus my 5%. Finally a call. I hate lunch. Finally off a call. I hate lunchtime calls too, man. They suck. Like I'm hungry here. I'm hangry. Oh, I got a ways to go, don't I? Let's see here. Equals minus. Minus. Oh, no, equals 953 times 20%. What is that? 1148. I like that one better. Three. 1 GGS. I'm going to be catching up all day. 1150 is where I get to sell my first piece of RLJ. We'll just get rid of 1077 so we don't have any more noise. I would love to try. I like helping people. Chaos Spawn says, posts, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation is planning to transfer a large portion of its $23 billion burden from recent bank failures to large lenders like JP Morgan Chase and Wells Fargo. Bloomberg News reported Thursday, citing people familiar with the matter. The regulator is considering a special assessment in the industry in May to shore up a $128 billion deposit insurance fund after the recent collapses of SVB Financial and Signature Bank, which trades over the counter. I mean, I think the FDIC is just, do I think this was expected? No, but it makes sense, right? Why wouldn't JP Morgan and Wells Fargo come in and say, hey, we'll take these accounts off your hands. We'll pay you this much for them. They're probably getting them for a good deal. I would love to know how much they're getting, like how much they're getting and how much they're paying, right? Because to JP Morgan and Wells Fargo, like it's just more accounts for them, which is good for their bottom line. You're curious why JPM would be moving down on the news? I mean, I I don't try to pay attention to price action, to be honest. Like, all the time, stocks move up on bad news and stocks move down on good news, which is why I think unless you are a short-term player, you gotta ignore the news. News is noise and noise is news. But I mean, if you're more of a day trader, then yeah, you've got to you just got to be big on you got to be more of a momentum trader, I guess. I think banks in general are just moving down on the news, aren't they? I hear you, B-Hood. Let's kill them. Yeah, but honestly, I feel like whatever Jay Powell says, it's just temporary, man. You might get a pop in the markets, but the reality is that those guys don't move markets. Markets move them. I know not everybody agrees with that. Unfortunately, I've been watching these things. I've been watching the Fed and the markets for 20 years now. And markets, or the Fed might have the ability to move them short term, but if they misstep, they correct things in a hurry. Case in point, I saw them drop interest rates 125 basis points in 2 weeks when shit started breaking because of the great financial crisis. 2 weeks, they moved points down 1.25%. So, whatever. We never are, and we're never there until we get there. Like they said, that I hear all the same things I heard in 2007 and 2008 that I'm hearing now. All the same things. It's contained. No big deal. I'm genuinely surprised how many people have forgotten. I'm not saying it's going to be exactly like 2007 and 2008, but generally speaking, the Fed raises rates until something breaks, and then they have to jump in there and start fixing it, and most of the time it's too late. I have a good memory. This is your first time in a bear market, Jay? This is a good one too. The one we had for COVID, that wasn't, I really don't consider that a bear market. I mean, technically it was. This is a good one. We haven't had a good down move like this. That wasn't immediately a move back up since 2008, 2009. Yeah, the Qs were in a bull market back at the end of, what was it, September? Right? From the lows to the highs, from the June lows or July lows to the August, September highs, we were back into a bull market. We saw what happened there. It's 100 companies. Don't be fooled. But yeah, I've heard that a few times. I've heard that. That's fun. I hope to see lower prices too. All right, I gotta go check on my. Actually, let me see if it's ready. I'm throwing out some. I'm throwing out some soup in the microwave. All right, markets. I feel like markets want to fill this gap. How are the Qs doing though? I'm glad I had an opportunity to sell some. Yeah, just not as. Look at the internals today versus yesterday. Like the internals yesterday were pretty solid. Today, not so much. So maybe we rolling over. Who knows? Someone tell me that JPM collar again. This silliness. All right, I'll be right back. Lunch is cooking on the pot. What are the internals? Sorry. Internals are the quad. Like I've got the quad listed right here. And do I? Let's see. That kind of goes into what the J quad is. Like what they are, the breadth. I do need to do a better job of laying this out. Maybe I'll get to that this weekend. But those are the internals. This kind of like if you were a mechanic looking at, you know, a car's in the shop, like this is just the diagnostics under the hood. Like if you're trying to figure out what's going on, I call it my internals. Largely borrowed. I mean, I've tweaked it along the way to match my investment style or my trading style. I'm going to have to jump in another 5 minutes here. because I got something on the stove cooking. RLJ. Zion, we already took care of. I'm glad I got rid of some Zion today. I sold some Zion today, pre-market. I got it sold it for $31.39, so I'm gonna mark buying it back. $130. We're going to buy it back at $29.82 if we get down there. And we'll look to sell the next piece at $32.96. By the way, that piece I sold this morning at $31.39 was 20% above where I bought it, which was $26.15. So just lowering the cost basis down on Zion. I owned Zion before this meltdown, this market meltdown here. It's not the only like medium-sized bank I own. What would you call them? A regional bank, smaller player. And so I'm watching this one a little bit more carefully. Scaled out of your semiconductors. I got some alerts for semiconductors. I did sell some Qualcomm. Because I got a ding for them. I'm just kind of going through the old alerts now. By the time I got back, a lot of the stocks that I did sell were already lower than where I wanted to sell them. But they were small positions. I didn't miss any big positions. So let me mark that down. Let me mark that down. Let me mark down that I rolled some SPY. R. SPY roll. IWM. Sold. Qualcomm sold. Been 5 minutes already? What a deal. You know what I didn't do this morning yet? I have not marked up initial balance. So let me do that real quick. And then I'm going to jump and take care of beautiful. I'm going to jump and take care of my breakfast or my lunch. Initial balance is your first hour of trading. I wait to see what happens to price when we move outside of this box. Gives me a general sense of what markets are thinking. And clearly we've moved lower. ULTA's moving higher. I'm debating whether or not to get out of my ULTA position. I'm going to put an order in to sell it. Because I already own it in a couple of other accounts, and I just want to get rid of it. And let's see if we can get rid of it today. I just put the order in to sell it. Like I said, I have it in 2 other accounts. The reason I'm back in it on Stash is because I got some for free. like a couple weeks ago as part of their stock giveaway. Like they have a weekly, sometimes bi-weekly stock giveaway. And so I just grab it and then layer in, layer out, or scale in, scale out until it's profitable for me. And then, I take the money that I've made there and add it to the next time I buy it or sell it on the other accounts. All right. Initial balance set. Market's moving lower. We probably want to fill the gap here. Next stop after that would be your point of control. We do have poor structure below us. Fed Collins says supports another likely rate hike in 2023. Good for him. Alrighty. I'll be right back. Let me go check. I'm gonna go check on my my lunch. Book. There we go. Back. Hey, Houston, what's up, buddy? How you doing, sir? All right, ULTA. I need to watch that now. So I put in the order to sell it, but I don't want to get a shitty price on it. Houston, I got nothing going on tonight. Like, I just, like, free, like, nothing to do. Natural gas is still crushing you. I'm assuming that's what NG is. Why do people think they're good? Like, they expect to see a big move higher in natural gas, if that's what we're talking about. Like, I mean, I haven't been following along, like, what the news is. But I just feel like, generally speaking, this is the time when demand obviously goes way down and that they start replenishing stockpiles. I mean, you might get a pop here and there if some unseasonably cool weather hits. But historically, April is a time of year that natural gas prices go up. April to June is when they go up. Are you sure about that? Okay. Well, again, I don't know enough. I would assume the time that it starts going up is when weather's bad, colder, people are using more of it. So You would think, yeah, when it's cold. But I mean, I do know, like, so for what it's worth, I do know that there is, you know, there is that power. There is that power, electricity, like the power companies, the companies that generate power. Like, a lot of them do use natural gas. And so if there's more power demand, obviously they're going to use more natural gas. But, and so because I have heard natural gas prices will go up if it's like super hot. Like, but I mean, I haven't seen any like heat waves building yet. I feel like it's been a pretty mild winter. I know we're producing a shit ton of it, even more than we were, you know, this time last year. So, I don't know. I stay away from it. Good luck in your trade. Generally speaking, if too many people are talking about it, I don't want to be any part of it. If I'm already in it, I mean, I'll obviously ride the wave. But if everybody's all of a sudden start talking about natural gas, I'm like, all right, probably I'm not getting into a position if everybody else is. I'll probably take the other side of the trade. All right, ULTA continues to move higher. I love that. I have no idea why it's happening, but as they like to say in Jay Arlington's channel, bet Becky strong. How's Restoration Hardware doing, by the way? All right, not too bad. Down a bit, but certainly not horrible. All right, guys, give me a second. I'm going to go back, check on my lunch. Jeez. right. All right. Sometimes these things move quickly. All right. Zion. Waste management catching some love. $66.32 is where I can sell some waste management. I got an alert this morning that they were 5% above the last time I bought them. So, rule is set the alert. I bought 3 pieces on this slide down. Cost basis was $158.40 on those 3 pieces. And so 5% above that is $166.32. So that's where I'll sell that first piece. I've got to freaking mail my... I have to do after 3:30. Fuck. Gotta take care of this, man. I gotta take care of my water and sewer bill. All right, you. Clock. Start. Shit. All right. Well, we were doing well up there. All right, let me pay a bill here. Easiest way to pay your water bill online. Is this new? New online access to your water and sewer account. That's just great. Well, how do I get to it, guys? Like, you tell me how to use it, but you don't tell me how to get there. Oh, here we go. Very nice, very nice. This is what I want to pay. Log in or sign up. Quick pay online. Locate your bill. 0. There it is. That's weird. That is weird.
It's a trap!
It's a trap, indeed. Thanks, generous Greg. We appreciate you dropping that knowledge on all of us. I think it's safe to say we're all better off because of it. And thank you again, sir. Have you thought about streaming? Straight up knowledge right there. Straight up knowledge. This is the second time around with insider knowledge. Later today, I will give you the best one. I appreciate that, sir. Just make sure you... Let me just throw up my disclaimer first. Boom. Done. All right, I need to go check on my dinner or my lunch. Boom. All right, done. HOA, I gotta pay the HOA. That's just stupid. The hell? I gotta pay them. All right, I'll be right back. BRB on. I need to go grab my lunch. Fast track. I'm feeling good. Feeling good today. Wonder why. Technically, for a member in the group that isn't getting compensated, can give trade recommendations. Technically, for a member in the group that isn't getting compensated, can give trade recommendations advice. Oh, I don't know the specific rules. Yeah, if you've got something that I would love to have, like a mini disc wins. Tip 3, you have a 50% chance of hitting the sell button or the buy button when trading. You called the SEC and asked them? I feel like the SEC rules are purposefully vague so that they can just come along anytime and be like, hey, we think you're doing something wrong. You should agree with us because otherwise it's going to cost you thousands of dollars to say that you're not. And we'll leave that choice up to you. All right, I got to go get my lunch. Disclaimers. Let me fix this BRB. I never did reboot my my web my thingy. All right. You want to test it out again? You want to test it out again, mini disc? Now, if you're running a Twitch channel, then maybe you could be liable. I see. All right, works. Cool. Then maybe I could be liable. I guess the compensation being the subscription. Right. Like I said, I feel like it's purposefully vague. Speaking of purposefully vague, have you has anybody been I haven't made the rounds yet. Has anybody been talking about this ban TikTok bill that is kind of moving through Congress? Supposedly they're adding a bunch of restrictions for like VPN. They're at like anything, like it's not just TikTok. It's like VPN, it's cloud services, anything that they think that they could potentially think that you are anything that could potentially that they could accuse you of trying to circumvent restrictions. Girlfriend won't get off of TikTok. I mean, I like TikTok. Like they're cracking down not just on TikTok, they're cracking down on the internet. Like basically anything that touches the internet, if they think you're doing something wrong, they can leave. Like it's a lot of overreach there, a ton of overreach. Let me see if I can't ban TikTok bill. I hope so. Ban TikTok bill VPN. All right. So the author says, Warner's office contested this reading. This legislation is aimed squarely at companies like Kaspersky, Huawei, and TikTok that create systemic risks to the United States national security, not individual users. The bill does not directly name VPNs as a focus, but some claim this week that the language of the legislation will allow lawmakers to penalize VPN users. Like, I just picked the first article that came up. Yeah, we do need to ban Congress. Either that or, like, just tell everybody that's in Congress now, if you've been there for more than 10 years, you can't run again. That's what we really need to do. Like, if they want to argue, if they want to tell me that, you know, times are changing and we need to do stuff about this, that, and the other, then I'm going to fire right back and be like, you're right, times are changing. We need to limit your, the ability for you to run multiple times. Yeah, it was awful. It was absolutely awful. I tell you what. I personally think it's pretty awesome that guy sat in front of that and answered those questions, because I mean, I thought he did a great job. Shit. I meant to stop by Jay Arlington's channel and see what the hive mind thought of that. Oh. I feel bad. The question is if TikTok uses yeah. That's a complicated question. Rand Paul flipped. He's now pro TikTok. Not sure if he's serious or just trolling for publicity. I mean, I don't see how TikTok is any different than any of the other social media shit social media sites, apps out there. I did see the question. Is TikTok the only Chinese one? I don't know. Do you think the Chinese can't get that information like through the other ones? Like why would you do something China would do to prove to make the point that you don't like what China does when it comes to restrictions? ULTA's continuing to move higher. All right, let me go get my lunch. We need to quit let China buy up American land and business. Leave the kids. Yeah, I know. It's like I don't think you can be pro democracy, right? And pro the things we say we stand for, and shout at China for doing what they do and turn around and do the same things. Right? I mean, that people said the same thing about Japan. Right? It's always somebody. They're always just scapegoating somebody. They play on the same playing field. Like, how do they not play on the same playing field? Yeah, but they can only manipulate their currency so much. Like, it's not that easy. Right? Like, how is China manipulating their own currency? Like they're manipulating their own currency for the good of everybody else. Like, they're not doing it to, generally speaking, to one up everybody else. And they'll only be able to do it for so long. Like, they're only just digging their own hole. All right, let me go get my lunch. Now we can pick this up. I need to think there's way too much information going on about China. But I mean, that's how we're groomed. China bad, Russia bad, terrorism, Islam bad. What else? They're definitely smarter than the US. Well, I mean, generally speaking, that population has always been a lot smarter. They definitely educate their children more. There definitely is a stronger family foundation, which fosters strong education. So, yeah. So, but what are you going to do? Are you going to create an unlevel playing field because you can't keep up with them? But we're just like, I just feel like we're bouncing from one thing to the other. We've gone from TikTok to China manipulating their currency, not being able to buy our land and businesses, to their education system. Like, fuck. Like, you need to take your attention deficit disorder medicine, man. I'll be right back. Oh my God, this soup is glorious. I don't even know what's in it. What did I put in this thing again? Oh, chicken, ground beef, or ground pork. You're just going to make a few millions and retire in South America? Not a bad idea. Just don't tell them you're American. You might get kidnapped, abducted. And then again, with a few million, you can probably afford your own militia. And then again, I don't know if I'd want to be cozying up to any militia. get to know them too well. They get to know you too well. They're like, why don't we just kill this motherfucker? We can take all his shit. We got all the guns. You don't exactly blend in. They're going to be like, look at that gringo over there. Let's get him. Am I allowed to say gringo? I think you're allowed to insult white people, right? There's the only people you're allowed to insult, as long as they're not transgender. Transgender or gay. Other than that, white people are fair game, right?
It's a trap!
I mean, I think you can say the same about most people in general. It's just what percentage of the population is not nice? And generally, the more a population is unemployed and desperate, is that the right? Desperate? Not desperate, but desperate. The higher your chances are that you're going to meet people that aren't nice. Where's my... Has to connect with her yet. All right. Okie dokie. ULTA. Has ULTA sold off yet? Have I sold my piece of ULTA? By the way, I'm pretty sure today is opening day in the major leagues, aren't they? Happy New Year, baseball fans.